Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, and I'm really happy to be here with you guys and girls. Honestly, I love these live streams. The uh, the pre-recorded videos kind of boring, and anyway, look, you guys and girls can hear me 5 by 5. I hope so. This thing is crazy, but anyway, look, guys and girls, I'm here with you guys. I'm so happy. So it's Thursday, April 17th. 2025. Thank you, JH. I appreciate that. I just need someone to let me know what's going on here. So look, we got to talk about a lot of things. As usual, we're hearing nonsense, garbage, distractions, flat out freaking disgusting lies. And we're going to cover a lot of it. I'm going to break down for you what's really going on here with regard to how the tariffs are impacting us here in the United States. What President Trump is he's the great deceiver. I'm sorry. I'm not here to be here to beat the guy up, but I'm telling you the truth. We can't hear a word of anything right out of this man's mouth. We're taking in hundreds of billions of dollars. No, we're spending hundreds of billions of dollars on a war that none of us want to be in. That has nothing to do with terrorism, nothing to do with freeing up shipping lanes. It's a mechanism to pull cash into the now. The Fed's buying all the debt and issuing all the debt. Who's paying for it all? Well, you are, of course. But the Fed's more than happy to lend. But we got to talk about the economy. Look, we're dying. The United States economy, if you're not growing, you're dying. And we're dying. We're dying rapidly. And it's really a sad state of affairs. You and I months ago spoke about how we were going to see, and we already seen it, corporations here, these major corporations lay people off. They're starting. They're already letting us know what's coming down the pike. We're really committing suicide here in America. And I think that the president has some kind of a death wish for the United States. I really believe that because he doesn't have a single economic policy in play right now that is going to help the USA. We need to return purchasing power to the currency right off the bat. You want to turn this around, Joseph? Thank you. Clemente, thank you as well. We could turn this around right here and now. We need to return purchasing power to the currency. You want to destroy an economy? You weaken its currency. That's what you do. And that's what we have going on here. You want to turn this around? You strengthen the currency, period. I mean, it's a no-brainer. But we're not getting that. We're hearing again, as a matter of fact, President Trump had a fit today, hearing that the European Central Bank, imagine our shock, cut rates, 25 basis points, whatever, no big deal. President Trump's flipping out because the Powell freak, his cohort in this game that they're playing. Okay, it's a game. It's a game, and they think we're stupid. We're not stupid. I'm sorry, none of us are stupid here. And but they think we're stupid, and that's an insult of the highest order. No, he didn't fire him. As a matter of fact, the market did. Someone's asking me if he fired him. No, what happened was President Trump was talking about, he can't wait till he's gone. There's a lot of people speculating if he can fire him or not. And then he said, no, because he's been back and forth. I've never seen a human being so disoriented in my life, from this, from that, to this, to that, maybe this, maybe that. I mean, can't make up his mind, and he can't stick to his guns on a damn thing. But again, look, with regard to what we're seeing here, people, it's pretty obvious, man. We're being wiped out. And I let me tell you how much my heart breaks. My heart breaks. I'm looking at this poll right here. Moving forward with your job/cost of living, do you expect things to improve or worsen? 84% of you feel like it's going to worsen, and you're 100% right. This is not by accident. Nothing, no matter where you are in this freaking world, we're being just taken apart piece by piece, and it's so disgusting. It's so revolting to me because you and I have been talking about this for how long now? 10 years, explaining how things were going to go, and here we are. And could you imagine? We almost get no credit for it. You and me, this isn't my thing. I didn't call it a damn thing. It's you and I, okay? It's I and I who have been here on the forefront of this, at the front lines. This is combat, and we're losing. We're losing because there's no one here who wants to save the dollar, who wants to save the United States. It's not this guy. Okay, any corporation that would even dream of moving itself back here to the United States is committing suicide. We're done. The United States dollar is done. Dollar is still in every sign that the debt market, including the dollar, is in a dire straits here, and we'll talk more about that in a moment. But it's too obvious. A people who can't survive debt that is ballooning beyond anyone's wildest dreams, of a facade, a fakery, lies, more deceptions, more distraction than I think we've ever seen. Going back as far as when we started this blog. I mean, we've covered a lot. Going back all the way through the first freak, Obama, okay, which is a thing, not human, as well as the Biden creature, another non-human entity, and then we got this freaking freak show we got right now. Nobody's on our side. It's you and me, and we got to look out for each other, man. Does it sound about right to you? So anyway, with this market, it finished mixed today. I don't have any printouts. The Dow finished lower, about 400 and change. Slight gains for the S&P, the Nasdaq. Okay, big freaking deal. That's not really we need to look, people. You got the debt market; it's just on fire. We have instability all over the place. Although the Fed's in here buying all the debt right now, we know that. You got the 10-year yield sitting at 4.3, 4.33. The dollar, as I said, Dixie down below 100, and we haven't seen anything yet. I mean, it's incredible how other currencies are now being seen as a safe haven. And you got, gold on an incredible run. We got to give some back. I'm not going to lie. With regard to the run that gold and silver have been on, we need to see a little profit taking here. And I'd be willing to bet this is going to go much, much higher moving forward. I mean, people like, I'm not even talking about the debt market meltdown. I'm not even talking about that because we know where this is going to go. Right now, the world, the United States leading the way, hyperinflating the debt beyond anything we've ever seen in the history of the world. Okay. All in an effort here to destroy the currency, to destroy the United States, to bring us all to our knees, to issue in a new system. I mean, all the stuff you and I have been talking about for many years. It's all happening. It's in our freaking face. It's not going to stop. I hate seeing this. You have no idea how much I hate it. But it's the pressure, and people are going to be forced to bear more. They're going to extort everything from us people. They want our hopes, our dreams, our happiness from us as we continue to be shoved deeper into some kind of a rat hole. And you and I, at least, we're trying to take action. We're trying to wake people up, make people understand what's going on. It's really that incredible. But again, let's talk about some of this stuff. This is nuts, really. So you got Market Watch here talking about the Treasury market is tipping its hand. The dollar here, I think it's right. It's the dollar. The dollar has been screaming at us, help me. I need help. Will someone please throw me a lifeline? But that's not what we're doing here. The duppy president is calling for a weaker dollar on the back of all the time, on the back of he wants rates lower here. So you can borrow weaker dollars and pay them back with even weaker ones moving forward. It's a destruction on a massive scale that we've never seen before. But what would you expect? The final solution here is to destroy us all, to foster in the new system. That's really what it is. And Trump is the grand master of it all. Okay, I don't know another way to put it to you. But you got the Treasury market, the debt market as a whole. It's freaking screaming at us that we got problems. And you got the Fed, the lender and buyer of last resort. And it's an incredible thing. Listen to this here. The U.S. Treasury bond market lately has been acting oddly. That's the word. Oddly. It's really acting oddly, huh? If you weren't worried already about the economy, now is a good time to start. I mean, come on, guys and girls. We don't need this garbage because you and I have been light years ahead of this. Now, China is returning jets to Boeing, in case you were wondering. Actually, this is sad. Think of all the people that work on these jets. They depend on their job, and they do a good job, these people. You ever go to the Boeing factory? It's an incredible thing in Washington where they build the jumbos. It's an incredible thing to see these people work. It's a coordinated effort. I was fascinated watching them build these jets. I sat there for hours watching it, and it's a shame. So China's sending jets back to Boeing. Again, like I said, with auto manufacturing and everything else, you got to be nuts. There's not a single corporation. There's a lot of pledges apparently of they're going to bring back manufacturing. Not one has actually done it yet. And the infrastructure that would have to be built to support it, that's not even being built yet. Again, part of the lies. How about this one? Builders hit the brakes on home constructions as tariffs and weak demand weigh on sales. Housing starts fell. Are you ready for the word? Because it's the same one we keep hearing. More than fell a lot. That's not my word. A lot further than expected. No one saw this one coming. Nobody, especially the Duppy man. The Duppy man. He didn't see it. He can't see anything because his handlers are telling him what to say and when to say it. Imagine having a puppet like this. They're all puppets, but I've never seen one to this degree. In all my near 60, I'm going to be 60 in a few months, and I have never seen anything like this in my life. Home builders are pulling back on construction here. Well, it's because people can't survive. And the European Central Bank here delivers their widely expected rate cut. Oh, yes, they're going to devalue their currency too, my European friends. How my heart goes out to you, but we're in the same boat. We're in the same boat, living in this kind of a situation. It's horrible, but it ain't getting no better. Now, before I move on to what I really want to show you, I broke down the numbers, not the ones coming out of its mouth, Trump, because they're all lies. The man cannot tell you the truth. It's an incredible thing. Where do lies come from? You know where the dark side, and he's being puppetized. But anyway, this is something I want you guys and girls to pay attention to here. So Lions, mass layoffs are being planned for the private sector. I said this was going to happen. It's already happening. Let's cover this. So Lions, as we have covered from months ago, we're going to see corporate layoffs accelerate across many sectors. Now it's already started. Technology. This is obviously look, let me just read through this because I don't want to go on and on. Technology. Major tech companies across the spectrum are already reducing and planning to reduce their workforce. For instance, Google alone recently laid off hundreds in its Android and Pixel teams following an earlier voluntary exit program in March. Just in March of this year, over 88,000 people were laid off. Finance, even the banks with record profit. Oh, that's what they're telling us here. Financial firms, including many Wall Street banks like JP Morgan Chase, has already initiated layoffs with plans for reductions throughout the freaking year, despite reporting record profits. Automotive manufacturing. Stellantis temporarily laid off 900 workers in the U.S. due to tariffs impacting production costs. Other automakers, Ford, GM, Volkswagen, and more are announcing significant job cuts. It's over, okay? Energy companies and energy suppliers are looking at ways to cut costs via layoffs. Chevron alone plans to lay off 20% of its workforce by the end of 2026 as a part of a cost-cutting initiative with significant reductions starting now. Lions, these widespread layoffs across both the private sector and the public sector, which we knew that this is going to happen here, what does it suggest to us? That we're booming, that we're on the right track? You got to be freaking kidding me. We're being erased. Suggests that the underlying economic landscape, I couldn't think of another freaking word, here in the United States is worsening. We're not getting better. We're not winning anything. Sound about right to you or no? Let me know. Let us move forward. Now, I got the numbers for you here. The reality as to what this means. All right. Let me tell you something about these tariffs here. If Trump wanted to negotiate, he would negotiate. This was never a negotiation tactic. This is a mechanism to destroy the world economy, and you're paying for it here. It's unbelievable when I heard it from all the imbeciles. This is a negotiation tactic. Really, negotiation means you sit down in a room, okay, adults, and they say, listen, this is what we need to do. We need to work this out. But again, this wasn't even Trump's plan. This was Peter Navarro. You remember, he's the architect. It wasn't even Trump's plan, although he talked about tariffs. I'm the tariff man. I love tariffs. They're going to make us rich. And now he's telling us we're taking in hundreds of billions. It's a lie. And I got the proof right here for you. Lions. Now, you all feel free to challenge my findings below. This is in your inbox. Everything I do is in your inbox in the public sector, and you guys can do whatever you want with it. Now here, feel free to challenge my findings below. Back up your claims with facts, as I have done in my work here. Trump's tariffs, do they create a net gain for the United States? Well, Trump will tell you that we're adding hundreds of billions of dollars. Is that what's paying for the war? Because we're spending hundreds of billions of dollars in the war in Yemen right now. Interesting how he doesn't talk about that. So what Trump claims, the United States is collecting billions in revenue from foreign nations via these tariffs. These tariffs are supposedly leveling the playing field and bringing back manufacturing jobs. They're all leaving, as I just told you. Tariffs equal strength, and that's the slogan here. What is actually happening? Let's talk about that. Who pays for these tariffs? You know already, but I'm going to give you a brief outline. Not foreign nations, U.S. consumers and businesses do. Tariffs are import taxes, not foreign surrender payments. We surrender, sir. I'm going to surrender our tariff payments, and it's going to be beautiful. But that's what he's going to tell you. You can't make it up. The importer on record, i.e. the U.S. company bringing in the goods, pays the tariffs at the border, and that cost is then passed on to you in the form of higher prices or absorbed by U.S. businesses, reducing margins and hurting competitiveness. Does that sound about right to you? I bet it does, because you're smart. Let us move forward. Now, the bigger picture. This is what I really want to talk about. The bigger picture: collateral damage, supply chains damage, inflation, job losses. Many U.S. industries, automotive, agriculture, electronics, etc., rely on foreign parts and materials. Tariffs make them more expensive, raising production costs and pushing inflation higher. Retaliatory tariffs from China, the EU, and others crush U.S. imports, especially farmers, and billions in bailouts have already been paid to offset the damage. But Trump doesn't tell you that now, does he? No. Net effect: distorted trade, rising consumer prices, and broken global supply chains. The illusion of gains. Let's talk about the illusion, because Trump is telling you that we're taking in hundreds of billions. Okay, let's talk about that. Revenue versus economic health. Yes, the truth is these U.S. Treasuries might collect, the Treasury might collect, because that's who collects the tariffs, 70 to 80 billion a year. Now, he's talking about hundreds of billions, okay, that we're taking in right now. This really comes to out about 70 to 80 billion a year. We'll give him that, because that's a fact that can be verified. Okay, that's per year. But U.S. businesses and households pay far more than that in elevated costs. Just to give you an example of what I'm talking about. SK, thank you. Crazy. Listen to this. You guys all remember, the 2018-19 trade war. And this is just an example, and this is verifiable. This is verifiable. Okay, but Trump won't tell you this either. This resulted in a $316 billion loss in GDP. This was according to a nonpartisan estimates and the Peterson Institute. The cost per job projected by tariffs over 500,000 annually in total economic losses. So we're losing net hundreds of billions. We're not gaining nothing. It's incredible. Result: the U.S. is not gaining. It's subsidizing the illusion, people. The U.S. is paying more for goods, exporting less, bailing out harmed industries with taxpayer money, fueling global de-dollarization and fractured alliances. What have I said wrong here? Anyone, please? Conclusion: Trump's tariffs do not result in a true net income gain for the United States. They are a tax on Americans wrapped up in a flag, sold to U.S. strength, but beneath the surface, they weaken competitiveness, fuel inflation, and create long-term trade distortions. And these things are still unwinding. These are the facts. You want to try challenging them? Good for you. Give it your best shot. Make this stuff up. You can't do it. It's impossible to do. It's a clown show. Exactly. It's a clown show. Look, I don't want to sit here. I didn't like what I did to Biden. I actually maybe overplayed my hand with Biden, because the man is mentally disabled, probably because of his age. And I kind of regret some of the things I said about him. The man was a disaster. You know that. Nobody on this planet Earth beat the guy up more than me, but I actually feel bad for it, for what things that I said. Trump, on the other hand, He's not. He is deliberately misleading the entire nation, and the whole world knows it. Maybe half of the American people who voted for this thing, who really thought their votes counted here, maybe they still believe in him even now, even though they're going to lose their jobs. The economy is getting destroyed. We're not bringing back anything. And of course, the proof is right in your face that we're not taking in anything net with regard to making America rich. Not making any, but we are selling America $5 million a pop. That's what we're doing. He's taking the United States and chopping it up in tranches and selling these off to the highest bidder. It's an outrage. It's a freaking outrage, in my opinion. And I believe that most of you would say the same thing, but that's going to pay down the debt. Remember the chart I showed you this morning? Did you look at that? We are parabolic. We've gone super parabolic with regard to inflating the debt. Is that a surprise to you? No, it isn't, because you and I have been so far out of the curve on this, people. It's incredible. It's absolutely freaking incredible. Okay. What can we do, people? Look, man, I don't know. We didn't have any say in any of this. We did not. I'm sorry. And I know that a lot of you read my paper that I put out on the shadow government with rigged elections, fake elections, here, the illusion of choice. We got nothing. Jonathan, thank you. And that, you see this man here, Jonathan? You're freaking beautiful, dude. You're beautiful and you're smart. We need to enact the Gold Reserve Act of 1934. I cannot believe that there are still people out here that believe that Trump is going to end the Fed. He could end it today. Trump could end the Fed as fast as he can sign his name. He could end the Fed by enacting the Gold Reserve Act of 1934. But what is he doing instead? He's empowering the Fed. He's giving them every opportunity to inflate, to devalue the dollar, the currency, to wipe out the middle class, because these central banks are working together. And they choose their little puppet, whoever it is. But this guy, he takes the cake. There's no one even like it. Nobody's ever come closer. But he could end the Fed today, and we could reinstitute gold as a monetary asset, back it. No, before he does that, he can make up his own mind. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. The President of the United States, you see the face I'm making? It's a coping mechanism. This is a coping mechanism for Greg right now. Okay. The President of the United States, it's in his power to revalue gold at whatever he wants, all right? Not at the 3,400, whatever it's at right now. He can make it 50,000, 60, 70, 80, 100,000 an ounce. Whatever he wants, okay? It's in his privy to do that via the Gold Reserve Act of 1934. That's why it's there, for this exact reason here. Monetize the gold, back the dollar, Fed dies. By the time he finishes the signature, the Federal Reserve gets shuttered. They're done. It's over, okay? You're not supposed to know this stuff. But that's fact. It's fact. Instead, we're becoming the crypto capital of the world, because that's what you really want, don't you? You don't want to go back to a constitutional money system, a real sound thing, what we were promised in the Constitution of the United States. We're guaranteed a sound money system, but that's not where we're going. That's not where we're going. Wait till you see what they have in store for us, people, what they're going to do to us. It's unbelievable. I believe from within there's going to be some kind of an engineered cyber attack. They're not going to, again, it's all really about a debt collapse. That's the only reason why we're seeing debt advance, expand the way that it is, why we're seeing war, why we're seeing everything that we're seeing right now, is to just push it off. And so the inevitable hit is so profound that people don't know what to do with themselves. And then comes this new system. Again, watch the video that I did this morning. I covered it at length for you. I really, really did. All right, guys, listen, I think we're kind of done for today. Before we do you know the market's closed tomorrow? Good Friday. Good Friday. People, now would be a perfect time. All right, Holy Thursday today, Good Friday. You got Easter here this weekend. Now, in my opinion, would be a really good time to reconnect with the source. Okay, if you're looking for an opportunity, here's one for you. Okay. Anyway, so with that said, the market's closed tomorrow, which means you're not going to see this guy. Easter Sunday, people, listen, I'm going to take Easter Sunday off. Okay. Usually I do my markets to look ahead, but I'm going to spend that time making sure that God is aware that I am trying my hardest to make him happy. I really feel like I've been put in this spot for a reason by him. I really do. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little deluded myself, but I don't know, guys and girls. I think we're making a positive difference in this world, and I think that makes him happy. You know, all of us here, we come together, we unify, we realize where our strength actually comes from. I keep pointing there, but the kingdom of God is right here. It's within you. Okay. Read the book. You know the book I'm talking about. My thoughts on the BRICS, Jonathan. I think you know it. They have us by the throat and by the everything else right now, and they're working to circumvent the dollar in every possible way they can. How can you blame anyone? How can you blame anyone? You want to be in the dollar? You want to hold U.S. debt? You want to bring your company back here to the United States as being system is committing suicide? The U.S. is committing suicide. That's exactly what's going on. This is not an accident. I think we're all on the same page here. Exactly. Get close to God. I don't know another way to put this to you guys and girls, man. It's the source of everything, infinite. Don't even get me started. Anyway, any questions you guys and girls want to cover? Be freaky Loretta. Exactly. Economy. We're being conned. This is a con job on a massive scale. Oh, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going drag racing right after this video. I got the car ready. I'm going to be running Andrew tonight with the Tesla Plaid on the Tesla Plaid channel. It'll be fun. At least one pass with him, and maybe I'll race that same Hellcat. Although I don't think he wants to race me after last time. Did you see the video? I raced this souped up Hellcat red eye. Fast car. Don't get me wrong. He ran like a 10.0 or maybe a high 9. I think I pulled off like an 860. We'll see. Anyway, guys and girls, listen, man. So what we're gonna do, you and me, right now, is we're gonna leave off like we do every Friday, people. And this is it, man. This is how we change the world. I really mean this here. You ready? You know what I'm talking about? We're getting a lot of new people here. I don't know if it's the hats I wear in the morning, because when I wake up in the morning, my hair's it's a disaster. So I just put the hat on, and that one hat, my Rasta hat. I have a lot of Rasta hats, but that one Rasta hat, oh my Lord, it sets people off. You know, with the lion on it. I did hate that hat. Oh, it's so funny. Anyway, that's it, guys. Bring it in. You ready? Are you ready? Let's do this. Love each other. Care about each other. Be charitable to each other, people. These three things, we could change the world. We could change the world. I really believe that. With all I got. All right, guys, listen, let's put this week behind us, man. I put out a lot of material for you in my newsletter. You guys are free. It's in the public domain. You share that as far and wide as you can, make heads or tails of it. If you agree with what I'm saying, you are absolutely free to disagree with what I'm saying. I don't know everything, man. I'm just a guy who studies this stuff pretty much around the clock, even in my freaking sleep. And it's it makes me walk a fine line. Yeah, I tell you. But anyway, it's all right. We got each other. And we got the source who's looking out for every freaking single one of us, man. I'm telling you. God loves those who love him. Remember that, okay? Appreciate the divine in everyone that you come in contact with, the I and I. You talk to a Rasta, and they refer to themselves as I and I. I and I. The first I being God, the second themselves. And we can refer to ourselves as I and I because we're not separated. We are one. We're unified. We have the same Father. Does this sound correct to you? Are we talking stocks? Everything you want to know about the market, stocks specifically, is on my website for you. Link in the description. But we're really talking about the economy. And I open this whole thing up to a much bigger picture here. And if all you want to hear about is stocks, I am pretty sure you can find a lot of other places to go that maybe only they're going to talk about stocks, but this goes way beyond that. The stock market isn't even real. The currency, it's all propped up. You want to talk about that? Sure. We could sit here and talk about that for days. All right, man. That's it, everyone. I'll see you guys on Monday. All right. Again, I apologize for Easter Sunday. I think we should be spending this time getting closer to the source here, spending time with the people that we love, or maybe even anyone else, man. It's the day that we can reconcile differences with people. You could maybe look, man, we all have things that we're not proud of in our past, right? Am I right about that? And maybe you feel like you want to reach out to someone and say, listen, I want to just apologize for what happened. And I feel really bad about this. It's been weighing on me for 5 years, 10 years, 20 freaking years, whatever it might be. It's never too late to turn this around, people. Never. Never. Every moment that you breathe here is another moment to turn this around. Every second, to turn around. Okay, it's a new opportunity. It's a new day. It's a new time. I wake up every day and I say, "This is a new day. It's a new time," and it's a new beginning. Every minute is a new beginning. Does this sound about right to you? I know Magic Maker knows that I'm talking about all my friends here. I love all you guys. You guys are the best, man. I swear with all I got, you guys are the best. And we got each other and we got it. We got it all. Jeffrey, holy mackerel. Wow. Thank you. All right, guys. We're going to get out of here. All right. Again, I will be thinking about all of you. Believe me, this probably isn't a minute during the day that I don't think about you, this family that we've built. We've built something real. Real. This is a gift that we've been given collectively to participate in this, to line ourselves up, to understand what's going on here, to get our heads around this, to stay ahead of the curve. Anyway, I'm going racing. All right. I'll see you guys on Monday morning. And that's it. We'll again. With all I got, I love you all. You're incredible. All right. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other.